So we're on page 19 of Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, and we are finishing the laws of the morning Nitalas Yadayim, which was very informative, I guess. Very interesting. Okay, so CF number 9. This CF contains the list of activities that render the hands unclean, and thus a person engaging in these activities must clean his hands before studying Torah or praying. So, but not it's very important point, not for any other activities, right? So studying Torah and praying. In addition, most of these activities are also the ruach ra, as we said, bad spirit, to rest upon the hands, and therefore they must be washed without delay to remove it. So don't go with this ruach ra around. Okay, walk around. Okay, so commentary 41 and 42. Except for taking off his shoes and scratching his head, meaning what? So when you scratch your head, or you scratch your whatever, you scratch your elbow that usually covered, right, or whatever you right, or your leg, you scratch your leg. So it's also there is no ruach ra, right? But in other
so you can pray and study with that.
You have to wash you have to wash your hands, but there is no ruach ra. So you still have to wash your hands, but there is no ruach ra. We said this bad spirit.
Right, because it says that.
In addition, okay, go ahead.
No, just because the way I understand it is that it's activities that renders the hands unclean, and thus a person engaging in these activities must clean their hands before studying or praying.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, most of these activities, except for so basically, you can study or pray if you take off your shoes or scratch one's head. Is that what they mean?
No.
If I scratch
if you scratch, when they say scratch your head, it means that you actually scratch your scalp. If you just touch your hair, you don't have to wash your hands. Or if you touch your head like under the kippah.
Mm-hmm.
So why? Because this place, as we said, we get definition, places that are usually covered. So
right, I understand. But are they saying that you can't pray or study Torah?
Yes.
Or like you can't pray and study Torah if you do these things? These are the things that you can pray. So if you scratch your head or take off your shoes, you can't study or pray Torah.
Yes.
Or pray.
Yes.
No.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
So
right.
let's read the sentence. It's a very good question. Let's read this sentence one more time, and then we clarify further. So it says, in addition, most of these activities, meaning activities that we're going to discuss as follows, and also cause the ruach ra to rest upon the hands, right? And we said exception take off your shoes, right, and scratching one's head. Okay, continue.
So the ruach ra does not rest when you do that, right?
Yes,
okay,
yes, but still you have to wash your hands. It's like in additional that the hands are impure. Like after we're going to read what person does. So it's going to add ruach ra on top of it. So it's ruach ra. It means like a deeper level of impurity. Impurity could be different in different levels. Okay. And therefore they must be washed without delay to remove it. Okay, 42. The Mishnah Brura 438. However, having a ruach ra on one's head does not prohibit him from praying or studying Torah. Okay. Thus, one who does not have the water, without which the ruach ra will not be removed, can clean his hands with material and pray. So meaning with something like dry towel. Right? Later, when he obtains the water, he must wash his hands with water to remove the ruach ra. See Mishnah Brura. So basically, properly So today, I'm not sure. It probably most of the cases, it would not apply to us. So the water is readily available everywhere. But if not, I don't know, whatever, some crazy situation. So in that case, so you can rely on just wipe your hands. Okay. Sorry. Performing any of the following activity requires one who engages in them to wash his hands with water. Okay, so let's quickly see 43. The requirements to pour 3 times over each hand applies only to the washing upon awakening in the morning. Okay, so only 3 times in the morning. Some authorities, however, are required after visiting the cemetery in engaging in marital relations. Okay, so me personally, I always do 3 times, just in case. Okay, so continue. Wash.
Question. So, it's a question about one thing. And in the shul minion. And all of a sudden you're praying and you scratch your head. Like you just do it under the whatever, like something.
Yes.
You have to stop and go and wash your hands, then come back.
If you okay, all right. It's a good question. If you're allowed to stop. So if you're in the middle of Shmona Esrei, you do not stop. You do not stop.
You do not. Okay.
No. So, but in all other cases, if you, I mean, just try maybe to put this hand. If you can stop, if you have enough time, so you stop.
Right.
If not, you can rely on Mishnah Brura and you do not. So put your hand in the pocket and don't take it out.
Right. But if you're studying Torah, you obviously can't stop. Right?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Most
Most of the time, but not always. For example, now we're learning. I cannot just stop and do whatever I want.
Right.
So, but after time, you become so careful with that, so you're not going to do it. It's always I'm telling you, it's going to be always on your mind, not to do it. You understand? So it's for sure. Just give it time.
Okay.
So 1 second. Okay, so it's 43. Continue.
It's the scratching of my head is easy because I just always use a yarmulke to scratch.
That's it. That whole.
You know, like sometimes I'll have an itch on my back and like just over the you know, so, like I'll scratch.
So it's under if it's under the short, that's the problem. Yes, if you want to learn, yes. So if you scratch over the short, there is no problem. So that's the definition of places that are usually covered. That's the exact definition. There. Okay. So you usually you have a short, right? So it's usually covered. Okay. So let's see. So one more time this sentence. Performing any of the following activities require one who engages in them to wash his hands with water. One who arises from bed, okay, as we learned, and even in the morning. I just said it doesn't say, but even not even if you have a nap, right, you still have to wash your hands. Leave the lavatory, right? So we went to the bathroom or the bathhouse. So meaning you just took a shower, you didn't go to the bathroom. You took a shower, so you have to wash your hands. Commentary, but with the shower it's simple, like straightforward logic, right? Because you touch the places that usually cover you. You wash your head, you wash yourself, so that's clear. 44. Even one who is merely enters but does not use the bathroom or the bathhouse is affected by Ruach Ra and must wash his hands. Mishnah Brura. So that's a stringent opinion, right? To wash if you go to the bathroom. Usually people don't do it. If you want to go be stringent, you can do it. If not, if it's not obligation, and I explain you why. Because our bathroom is not exactly the bathroom that Mishnah Brura was talking about, right? There is nothing. It stays like underneath. So in the bathroom, the Mishnah Brura is talking about is when there is a hole in the ground and all of these things stays there forever. So it's not exactly the same. So even though they say could be some particles in there, so maybe yes, maybe no, so we can rely on lenient opinion. So if you need something from your medicine cabinet, so you just can go in and take it. You don't have to wash your hands. Okay, just a little side note. Okay, continue. Cuts his nail. So every time you cut your nails, you have to wash your hands. Or even if somebody cuts somebody's nail, right? So that person whose nails were cut has to wash his hands. Not the person who does cutting. Okay. Next one, cut his hair. Okay. So he has to wash his hands. Takes his shoes off. Okay, so 45. This is true only if he touches them to remove them. One who removes the shoes without touching them does not have to wash his hands. Mishnah Brura. So basically, if you have this slip-on shoes, right? You know this slip-on. So I mean, there is no reason why you should touch them. If you want, you can touch, but basically, most of the time you don't touch them. So in this case, you don't have to wash your hands. Unlike if you have these shoes with shoelaces, so it's a different story. You cannot take them off without touching. Okay. Engaging in marital relations, also you have to wash after that. Touch allows. So it's especially in olden days, but today it's not common. But it's these lies have a special impurity in them, not any other like insects. It's very interesting. Delousing garment, and if you know what is it, but it's killing the lice. That's what delousing garment. I think they did with some kind of smoke or whatever they did. What is it?
I don't even in my head.
Say it again. What is it?
Wait, the thing with lice?
Yes. Yeah. So delouse a garment. So delouse a garment. I said.
Okay.
So I said that.
Louse means
to kill the lice in a garment.
That's what it means?
Yes.
I was wondering what the louse meant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's from olden days. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a very common in olden days. Even if he did not touch the louse. Okay, even if he did not touch, but whatever, it's okay. Scratching his head, as we said, but as we said, scratching not his hair. Right, but his scalp, scratching. That's scratching means. Touching his body places where they're usually covered. That's what we were discussing before. 46.
Right.
Certain area of the body are considered halachically to be usually covered, regardless of how people in a region dress. So they might all of them, I don't know, in Miami, I don't know where they all of them walking in shorts and t-shirts. It does not make any difference. So this these legs, the open part of the leg, is still the part that is usually covered for us halachically, right? And short sleeve, it's also usually covered. Others depend on a prevalent custom, but okay, we don't go with that. For the further discussion, see Orach Chaim, Mishnah Brura. Okay, Bir Halachah. Okay, continue. Leaving the cemetery. So usually when you go to Jewish cemetery, when on the exit is a cup to wash your hands. Right? So it's like impurity everywhere, of course, on the cemetery. Commentary. It is customary for one who attends the funeral not to enter the another building before washing his hands. Mishnah Brura. That's very strict. In my family, in other families, it's always strict. Okay. So meaning
Is that religious?
No, I mean it's not a religious. I mean of course it came from religion, but with this they were always strict. So basically, we would always like take water with us and wash on a cemetery. Okay.
Right. Yeah,
Do not leave the cemetery with this impurity on your hands, even if there is no cup. Like, okay. Attending funerals or enter into covered area in which there is a dead person. So even what would they say? Even in a funeral home. So for example, you're not planning to go to the cemetery, but you need to go to the funeral home. So that's you go, and after you exit, so you have to wash your hands. Or area in which dead person. I don't know if you go to the hospital and when there is dead people, okay. Section where dead people are, morgues, right? And one who is undergone a bloodlet. No, go ahead.
Yeah, how far is the cemetery? Like, how far is the cemetery? Like,
okay,
where is the point of that? Like, if I go into the cemetery, obviously, like, where I'm walking, that I understand. But, like, as you leave, sometimes, like, this little path right before you actually leave the whole cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there, like, a certain amount of feet away from, like, the near...
Exactly. So they... Exactly. Yeah. So it says that 4 amos, it's approximately 7 to 8 feet. And to the last grave.
It's the same distance. Okay, got it.
To the last grave. So it could be. I mean, if it's a very old cemetery, it could be up to the exit, right? So I have like all of these graves. Up to the gate. Okay. So you have to. Leave the gate and walk wherever, and then only then you can wash.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And next one is one. Right. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry. You know this. One second. Okay, and the last one we say bloodletting, and one who undergo bloodletting. So bloodletting today, if you donate your blood, for example. So after that, yeah, so we don't do bloodletting today, but if you donate your blood, so you have to wash your hands. Okay.